All right, everyone. If you're expecting a traditional truck talk, this one's going to be a little different. So I just put the wraps on my 30th school year, 3 decades of educating the youth of the community. During that time, I've been in 2 different school districts, 3 different high schools. Luckily for me, only 3 different classrooms. I have had, if you figure, around 130 students a year on average. Some years not that many years more than that. That puts me up over 30 years at about 3,900 students. And if you factor in those study halls that I had with Big Jim Thuman back at the Glen Estee days, early in the Glen Estee days of, gosh, who knows how many kids, those cafeteria wide study halls. Oh, and lunch duties, man, you factor in the lunch duties. I mean, there's a couple hundred kids right there for lunch. So, I mean, if you want to count them, I am well over 4,000 students that have crossed my path. I have taught nine different courses, and during that time I have had 9 different principals and assistant principals. Who knows? Those guys, they're about as consistent as the weather. Assistant principals don't hang around long, man. They change all the time. But 9 different building principals. So I don't know, when I started back in 1994, I couldn't visualize myself at 54 years old and having 30 years in. And of course, back then, the deal was I get 30 years in, I could retire. And I just knew that when I was 54, I was gonna be able to retire. And the State Teachers Retirement Service, AKA STARS, when I was at year 18, past halfway, they decided that they no longer could honor that deal. And at that point, I really felt like I knew exactly how Lando Calrissian felt after he made that deal with Darth Vader. For you Star Wars fans, you know what I'm talking about. So now, it's changed a few. My end date has moved a few times. Once for the bad, a couple times for the good. So it looks like, unless things change, I have 4 more years. And that's going to be roughly 740 more school days that I have. So class of 2028, you incoming freshmen, when you guys graduate, we'll be able to leave high school together. So anyway, that's a wrap on 30 years. Been a long time. I've met a lot of people, had a lot of fun. So 4 more years to go. Wish me luck. Hopefully I can make it. We'll talk to you guys later.